In this tip of the day, let's take a closer look at the OneCNC Extrude a Boss command. Now, typically that command is used for just what the name implies, creating a boss. However, you can use the Extrude a Boss command to create many other geometric shapes. Let me give you an example. I'm going to be using the Extrude a Boss command to create a rib from this extrusion to this extrusion. So to begin with, I'm going to need to create some wireframe geometry. Let's head down to the lower left-hand corner of the screen, select our construction plane tools, and I'm going to quickly select this option here, plane from surface. That way I can just left-click that surface, and now we have a construction plane that's coplanar to that. I'm now going to hit the spacebar once, and then I'm going to use this option called plane. That's going to rotate the view so that we're perpendicular to the current construction plane. Now I can't see through the solid, so let's open up our display tools and let's change the display from normal to wireframe. Now I'm going to quickly sketch out a rectangle, and of course you can use coordinates, but I'm just going to grid point snap to speed things up. Just something that looks just about like that. Let's quickly create a arc through 3 points to quickly make a arc that's tangent to all 3 sides. I'll hit the letter X on the keyboard to quickly go into our scissors command. Very good. All right, we can bring back the display to normal now. So let's go back down here. Display, normal. Very good. All right, so we're going to create that rib. Now, one thing I want to point out, I want to show you the difference between extrude curves and extrude a boss. You might be tempted to use extrude curves, and let me show you why that's not a good idea in this situation. If we go into our extrude tools, extrude curves, left click the boundary, right click to activate, and if I pull this over somewhere in here and left click, that looks okay, but this is not one solid model. In other words, because these are both 2 individual solid models, you won't have the ability, for example, to create a fillet between those 2. So I'm going to undo this with Control Z, Control Zebra on the keyboard, and instead of extrude curves, let's use extrude a boss. I'm going to left click, pull the cursor to the left, left click. Now I'll hit the letter S on the keyboard to select, left click, and now you can see this is one solid model. Now if we want to, we can head over and create a fillet. I'm going to use a small fillet size of just 62 thousandths. I'm going to say that looks good. I'll click OK. Left click that edge right there, right click, and there we go. There's our fillet. All right, so there's a great example of using the Extrude a Boss command to create geometry other than just a simple boss. That's it for this tip of the day. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.